young coming voter?
Not just any 13-year-old. How are you? Do you have? Can I handle this in the most unfair way possible? What would you like to see done? And I don't mean like what exact bill would you like to see passed, but like in what respect would you like to see people who need to be protected protected?
I really want people to have to, people being unfairly treated in school, or like Donald Trump passing like law or something that hurts people, or like repealing Obamacare and stuff.
Yeah. So Obamacare is a huge example. Are there other examples of populations or groups or like things that you envision Donald Trump might do that you want us to protect against?
I don't want him to like discriminate against anybody. I want him not to have the power to like stop people from coming into the country when they deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
job.
you. Well, I know that if this were your question, Christina would have been the opposite question. So, here's the rotten thing about the answer to this question. What I wish I could tell you is, yeah, we'll just fix it all. But we can't fix it all, right? So I'll give you an example. I went and sat in my hometown of Evanston 2 weeks after the election with a group of high school students who are dreamers. So they were brought here without documentation at a young age. They have no documentation. And under Obama, they were essentially given a free pass under DACA. And now they saw Trump elected and they weren't sure what was going to come of them or their families. And they were terrified. And I wish I could have said to them, I'm going to fix it, but I couldn't. What I can say is that the state has some ability to stand in the way. And there are going to be hard choices. There's going to be moments where someone wants us to take the easy way out and say it's not the state's responsibility, Trump, you do your thing and we'll do our thing. And we are going to have a moral responsibility to always make the tough choice, to always make whatever sacrifices are necessary to do the right thing as opposed to the easy thing. And so, for example, Trump is threatening states and cities that are trying to stand with immigrants by saying, you know, he's going to take away federal money if the states and the cities do the right thing. And so I get asked a lot, hey Daniel, do you still want to do the right thing even though it's going to cost the state of Illinois money maybe? And the answer is of course. The answer is these are the most fundamental moral tests that a people can face. And if we make the wrong decision because of money, God help us. You know, I don't know that you've met my kids, I don't think you have, but Elliot is my older child. Elliot's 9. And Elliot came home from school one day, not this year, but in 3rd grade, talking about having learned about the civil rights movement that day, and talking about having had a discussion in class about what would you have done if you were alive in that era, if you were watching people be discriminated against, would you have spoken out? And Elliot said, you know, everyone in the class said they would have spoken out, but I don't think that's true. And I thought, you know, that's a profound statement, right? I think we all like to look back at these moments in history and assume that we would have done the right thing, because to sit in the comfort of a library or a classroom and not be facing a difficult choice, it's easy to say that about oneself. But now we're all being put in those moments, and I think we have a very, very sacred responsibility to get that right. And I think that we're all, whether we're 13 or 83, we're going to look back at these moments and ask ourselves what we did. And I think it's really important that we get it right.